Okay, so this is a three-dimensional model of a muscle. So I usually do this in class, but since we're not in class, I thought I would do this with a video. So here is the entire muscle, and that muscle would be covered in its entirety by the epimysium. The epimysium is the wrapping around the entire muscle, and then that would end up being connected to the tendon, which would then be connected to a bone. So the epimysium would be like a sheet covering the entire muscle, and this is probably what you would notice if you were doing any meal preparation in your house with chicken. You might see that glistening white sheet over the right under the skin, but protecting the entire muscle. So then once you go deeper into the muscle, you'll see that it's in bundles, and these bundles make up the muscle, but they're called fascicles. So the fascicles are wrapped, and this would again be covered the entire portion of each fascicle, but I only did one little area. Each fascicle would be protected by a paramecium layer. And again, this would go all the way down, but so here are the three bundles I'm showing, and that would be the paramecium protecting each fascicle or bundle. Then if you take one fascicle and you pull out the parts, these would each be a muscle fiber or cell. And each muscle fiber, which again has one cell, but very long, so multiple nuclei all the way up the muscle. Each muscle fiber is protected by an endomysium layer, which is again another protective layer, but now we're protecting an individual muscle cell. So once you go into one muscle cell, then you're going to pull that out, and you're going to see that there are myofibrils, which are these organelles. Once we go smaller than a cell, this is an organelle, so it's no longer living. But then you take one myofibril and you tease that out, and you're going to see there's myofilaments, which are these tiny threads, of which is actin and myosin. So the thin and thick myofilaments make up those threads, but together, bundled together, they form a myofibril. So we're starting from the entire muscle all the way down to actin and myosin, which would be like submicroscopic. It would need to be like a scanning microscope to see it, electron microscopes. But basically, this is a three-dimensional model showing you from very large scale to very small.